Namaskar, Abhishek, once again with a series called Unlocking Stars with Abhishek. It's a new episode in this series. Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Hora Shastra. Brihat Hora Shastra is one of the most fundamental, one of the most genuine, and one of the most authentic scriptures available to mankind till today. This great divine scripture, this great divine science, you can call it science and arts, it's both, it's a super science. So part of this great scripture is part of Vishnu Mahapuran. It is in the question answer form between great Guru Maharshi Parashara and his beloved student Maitri. Through this series, Unlocking Stars with Abhishek, we are paying our humble and respectful tribute in the lotus feet of Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara, who blessed us with this divine knowledge of astrology. In this current chapter, Vivid Yoga Adhyaya, Maharshi is revealing, Maharshi is blessing us fascinating yogas one by one. Today, Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar is going to reveal one of the most auspicious, one of the greatest yogas, that is called Koorma Yoga. Before following the footprints of Mahaguru Maharshi Parashar and immerse in the verse Mahaguru Mahakathan related to Koorma Yoga, as usual, we will bow down in the lotus feet of Jagat Guru, Adi Guru, Guru of the Guru, Dev of the Dev, Sri Mahadev first. Let's come together. Om Vande Deva Umapatim Surgurum Vande Jagate Karanam Vande Pannagabhusanam Mrigidharam Chavardam Vande Pasunam Patim Vande Surya Sasank Vahaninayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhakti Janasraye Chavardam Vande Shivam Sankaram Vande Shivam Sankaram Vande Shivam Sankaram. Jai Gurudev, Har Har Mahadev. After remembering my Gurudev and the Jagat Guru, Sri Mahadev, we are now ready to enter into Mahaguru Parashar Mahakathan related to Koorma Yoga. The great Guru, Maharshi Parashar, is the author, esteemed author of Vishnu Mahapuran. And he just annexed this astrological wisdom in the Vishnu Puran, which we know as a Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. Before entering into Koorma Yoga Kathan, before understanding the Koorma Yoga, we should understand the background, how Maharshi is inclined to label this great yoga as a Koorma Yoga, how this nomenclature is coming into, how this nomenclature, how this name of this yoga is carrying all the meaning of this yoga in itself. The Koorma, Sanskrit word Koorma means Kachhap. It's another Sanskrit name. Hindi meaning of Koorma or Kachhap is Kachua, turtle. We know a lot of stories. Every part of the world in our parampara, in Panchatantra, famous story regarding the great race between rabbit and a turtle. And who wins? We know slow and steady wins the race. That story also signifying the characteristics of a kurm, a turtle. That flavor also come through this yoga. When Maharshi will reveal the phalas, dhiro dharma gunanvita, when he will say. But before understanding this nomenclature through the Vishnu Sarma's Panchatantra, we need to get into more depth. We need to touch our root original scriptures, Mool Granth. I'm recalling Koorma Mahapuran. Koorma Mahapuran is the second Puran according to Narsingh Puran. If we go into the Bhagavad Mahapuran, then it is said it's 11th. But anyway, it's a very old and established Purana. In Koorma Mahapurana, Mahavishnu incarnated. Mahavishnu appeared in the form of turtle, the turtle god. Koorma avatar incarnation. That incarnation is connected in our astrological arena with Saturn also. So that continuous working, hard working, that flavor will come from this Saturnic qualities. The hardest work in the Samudra Manthan, no one is able to do the hard work to carry the Mandrachal Parvat in Samudra Manthan, but Mahavishnu did that one in Kachhav Avatar. That level of hard work is indicating something. That will also, this flavor will also come through this yoga. Kachhav Avatar is considered as a second avatar. Kachhav Avatar has many references in other Shastras also, not only in Koorma Mahapuran. If we go to the Padma Puran or Ling Puran or in Mahabharata, in many places, how Mahavishnu, the absolute consciousness, incarnated into Kachhap for their welfare of the Jagat. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat. Whenever that's required. Whenever that's required, then Mahavishnu appeared in this form. I'm just giving you some insight so that you can understand the characteristics and attributes coming through these yogas. In Kurum Puran, there is a balance, although it's a Vaisnavite Purana, but there is a balance between the Saivite and the Vaisnavite thought processes, and Vishnu being established as a essential part of the Shiva Tattva, and Shiva Tattva is being established as an essential part of the Vishnu Tattva. Just like in fire, there is a light and heat at the same time. So that is the Kurum Puran. In this Koorma Puran, Mahadev, Shiv, recited, Shiv blessed us through a Iswar Gita, that is nothing less than the very popular Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is the Puran where Mahavishnu established 4 Purusarthas: Dharma, Arth, Kam, and Moksha. And whole astrological principles are based on these 4 Purusarthas and the karma theory. These are the foundational scriptures, and astrological wisdoms are integrated everywhere. You cannot find one Shastra for astrology. Astrology is everywhere. This is the Puran. It's just like for me, it's just like a tour guide for Kasi, a lot of references. Even 8,000 names of Parvati, Mata, you can find there. So how beautiful it is, balancing. So that balance is coming in. The hero, this balance is coming in. This character of the Dharma Gunanavitaha, that is coming through this Koorma Yoga. The focus and the hard work and the patience, like a turtle, and the longevity, all the qualities of a long-lived king, making native not less than a king. He is either king or just like a king. He is a natural leader and very auspicious. In almost every culture, this species is considered to be very auspicious. So that Koorma Yoga, Maharshi is going to reveal today. The great Koorma Yoga is a very rare yoga and very great yoga. Let's immerse in the verse 23 first, how this is forming. Parashara vacha Koorma Yoga Putra Rima Dagaha Soumya Haso Bho Ucha Suhri Dansaga Trila Bhoda Yagaha Papaha Koorma Yoga Haswa Bhochaga. This verse, 23rd verse, is giving the principle for the formation of the Koorma Yoga. Putra Ari Madga. Putra, 5th house. Ari, 6th house. Mad, 7th house. So Maharshi is saying Putra Ari Madga Soumya. So benefic planets. Benefic planets in the 5th house, 6th house, and 7th house. Mahaguru is saying this 5th house here. The first condition Mahaguru is putting, 5th house, benefic planet. 6th house, benefic planets. And 7th house, benefic planets. This is the first condition of Koorma Yoga. Very first condition. We know benefic planets. There are 4 benefic planets, 2 conditional and 2 unconditional. Unconditional benefic planets are Jupiter and Venus, and conditional benefic planets are Moon and Mercury. We know that one. In previous episodes, we dealt in detail. That is the first condition. And then he's saying, Swabho Ucha Suhridanga. These are not only posited in 5th house, 6th house, and 7th house. They has to be exalted. Not mere position in 5th house, 6th house, and 7th house will certify the first condition. And then Mahaguru is giving second condition. Trilabh udayagaha papa. Third house. Labh, 11th house. And Uday, where is Uday is happening, rise is happening. Ascendant, first house. So first house, third house, and 11th house, Papaha, must be malefic planets are there. So third house, first house, and 11th house, malefic. So we know first condition, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, benefic and exalted. Second condition, third house, first house, and 11th house, malefics and also exalted. Mahasi is saying, Koorma yogaha sobho uchagaha. So you should have planets there and exalted. That is the condition. That is the condition. Exalted and own sign also. Swabho uchaga. So exaltation and own sign both in both the cases. So I'm now concluding this one, the two conditions. For Koorma yoga, there are two conditions. First condition is benefics. Benefics in fifth house, sixth house, and seventh house, and exalted or own sign. And malefics in the first house, third house, and 11th house, exalted or own house. If this condition is being fulfilled, then the great Koorma yoga is happening. The great Koorma yoga is forming. This is the condition. This is the great condition for the Koorma yoga. Once this Koorma yoga is formed, we know now how this Koorma yoga is forming here. This Kachap yoga, turtle yoga, Koorma yoga form now. If you find in any native chart, this is the combination, although it's a very rare and great combination. Now, what will happen if this great yoga is forming? We have discussed in a bit during introduction. It's a great yoga. It's an auspicious yoga. This yoga is going to make native, give native a kinglyhood life, king-size life. Let's imagine the verse first. Verse number 24. Koorma yoge jano bhupo dhiro dharma gunanvitaha kirti man upkari cha sukhi manava nayaka. So this Koorma yoga making native, Bhoop, he is a king. He is a not less than king. This happened. All this drama, this Leela of the Koorma happened to get Rajya of the Indra back, get all the Ratnas from the Samudra Manthan back, get Lakshmi from the Samudra Manthan back. When Indra was in a state of too much proud, when become egoistic, too much egoistic due to his status of being king of Devatas, and Durvasa met him, the great Durvasa, and he blessed him, he gifted him a mala, and Indra, out of ego, he just threw that mala to Erabat, and Erabat, his elephant, he just threw that mala, the garland, on the floor. Durvasa, the angry sage, considered this as his insult, and he cursed him. You will lose Lakshmi, you will lose your empire. And he lost everything. Then he rushed to Brahma, and Brahma told him, answer, the solution is with Vishnu only. And then Mahavishnu told, go and do the Samundra Manthan, because Lakshmi and all the Ratnas, everything gone in the Samundra. Then Samundra Manthan started, and who can hold that Mandrachal Parvat? Then this Koorma avatar is coming in, the hard shape, the one avatara who gave kingdom back to the king Indra and make Indra king again. So this yoga is blessing native with a kinglyhood life, making native very intelligent and very patient, dhiro, bhupo dhiro, and follower of right path, not deviating at all. When turtle was in the race, not deviating, not distracted at all, not like a rabbit jumping here and there. He is on the dharma and following the dharma and going, not distracted. So dharma guna samanvita. Kurma yoge jano bhupo dhiro dharma guna samanvita. These characters, these characteristics, these attributes are being blessed by this yoga to native. And if native has these qualities, the generous, virtuous qualities, the quality of following dharma, always to be intact in the dharma, the quality of being intelligent and patient, he's like a king, then obviously he will be a famous Kirtiman, Yasman. And this generous man, this charitable king, this intelligent king, this follower of righteous path, dharmic king, will do upakar, will help others. So Kirti Man Upakari, and he will be the leader. He will be the leader of his clan, Manav Nayakaha, and obviously he is Sukhi. The real Sukh, the real happiness, the real peace will come to him. He will be blessed. That's why Mahaguru in Falkathan Sloka number 24, he is saying native will be blessed by Bhupo Dhiro Dharma Guna Samanvitaha Kirti Man Upakari Cha Sukhi Manava Nayaka. That is the Koorma Yoga. This is the great Koorma Yoga. This is the very great and very rare. You try to find out if you can see this yoga. Condition, 2 condition, 5, 6, and 7 malefics. Here, benefics, and in own sign or exalted. And first, third, and 11 malefics, own sign or exalted. May Mahaguru bless you. May Mahadev bless you. Let's apply classical Parashara principle. After all, Hora is applied science. If you will apply, then this will reveal you more truth. May Mahadev bless you. May Mahaguru bless you. In the end, I will pray for you, and I will pray for everyone through this pratna. Om Asato Ma Sadagamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Santi Santi Santi. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev.